Anger dwells only in the bosom of fools. A ship is always safe at shore, but that is not what it's built for. If tomorrow were never to come, it would not be worth living today. Men do less than they ought, unless they do all they can. We live only now. Everything else is either past or is unknown. Fear is nothing more than a negative assessment of risk. Peace proposals unaccompanied by a sworn covenant indicate a plot. Being brave means that knowing when you fail, you won't fail forever. As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters. A thing is not necessarily true because a man dies for it. There is no doubt fiction makes a better job of the truth. It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are. If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way. I was never aware of any other option but to question everything. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. When you change your thoughts, remember to also change your world. It's not the men in your life that matters. It's the life in your men. Truth is what stands the test of experience. Maybe everyone can live beyond what they're capable of. Growth and advancement happen outside the comfort zone. There's more to logic than identifying logical fallacies. He who requires much from himself and little from others will keep himself from being the object of resentment. When you surround an army, leave an outlet free. Do not press a desperate foe too hard. I never trust frank and simple people whose stories hold together. It was the truth, and like any truth, it was powerful. The penalty for procrastination is the loss of hopes and dreams. Until you have suffered much in your heart, you cannot learn humility. Try not to become a man of success, rather become a man of value. Victory comes from finding opportunities in problems. Being true to yourself is the greatest force to uncover the soul. Just because it's taking time doesn't mean it's not happening. At some point, we all look up and realize we are lost in a maze. The only way out of the labyrinth of suffering is to forgive. People who keep stiff upper lips find that it's damn hard to smile. Better a broken promise than none at all. Where humanity sowed faith, hope, and unity, joy's garden blossomed. The good fighter is able to secure himself against defeat, but cannot make certain of defeating the enemy. Remember, if you play small, you stay small. The eye sees only what the mind is prepared to comprehend. Heaven is like an egg, and the earth is like the yolk of the egg. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Slowly we became silent, and silence itself, if an enemy to friendship. Success involves going to where others believe is too far. You can be anything you want in the world. Just don't become a prisoner of hatred. Nature's pleased with simplicity, and nature is no dummy. All I have is all I need, and all I need is all I have in this moment. I would never die for my beliefs, because I might be wrong. Our fingerprints don't fade from the lives we've touched. The heart's memory eliminates the bad and magnifies the good. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Face reality as it is, not as it was, or as you wish it to be. Some things in life are too complicated to explain in any language. I think it was the institution. I was trying to master it. I like people who refuse to speak until they are ready to speak. Don't tie your success to anything other than what's inside you. If those who are sent to draw water begin by drinking themselves, the army is suffering from thirst. Take care of your body, then the rest will automatically become stronger. Positive expectations are the mark of the superior personality. And there are really never endings, happy or otherwise. You can measure the size of a person by what makes him or her angry. You see me walking away, I see myself walking towards greatness. To bear and not to own, to act and not lay claim, to do the work and let it go, for just letting it go is what makes it stay. He who is highly esteemed is not easily conspired against. Instinct is a makeshift, an admission of helplessness before the problem of reality. Feel your emotions, live true your passions, keep still your mind. The line between disorder and order lies in logistics. When you know what you want, and you want it bad enough, you'll find a way to get it. If quick, I survive. If not quick, I am lost. This is death. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. Sometimes it takes a good fall to really know where you stand. It's always the ones who are the quietest, who often have the greatest things to say. Prioritize your physical and mental health. They are your most valuable assets. Never argue with stupid people. They will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. To have a human form of a joyful thing, but in the universe of possible forms, there are others just as good. Moods can be contagious. Don't catch or spread a bad mood. Do not look for healing at the feet of those who broke you. A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. Make improvements, not excuses. Seek respect, not attention. Your sacred space is where you can find yourself over and over again. Only knowledge can turn life's unbearableness into a weapon. Darkness ages faster than you'd think. It doesn't loiter on forever. Be wiser than other people if you can, but do not tell them so. Understanding that rests in what it does not understand is the finest. Follow your heart. Listen to your inner voice. Stop caring about what others think. If you're waiting until you feel talented enough to make it, you'll never make it. Rewards for good service should not be deferred a single day. Patience is the only way you can endure the gray periods. You will do foolish things, but do them with enthusiasm. No one cares how much you know until they know how much you care. Everything is created twice, first in the mind and then in reality. Silence is nice to have if you wanted it, but maddening if you didn't. I am thankful for all of those who said no to me. It's because of them I'm doing it myself. Tomorrow hopes we have learned something from yesterday. Sometimes you recognize truth because it destroys you for a bit. Manifest plainness, embrace simplicity, reduce selfishness, have few desires. Without subtle ingenuity of mind, one cannot make certain of the truth of their reports. Everything in life is speaking in spite of its apparent silence. Colors blind the eye, sounds deafen the ear, flavors numb the taste, thoughts weaken the mind, desires wither the heart,